Hi, I'm Mahesh Kamath. In this episode, I'm going to tell you about another great Indian freedom fighter, a lady by the name of Umabai Kundapur. She did a lot of work in Karnataka, and in Belgaum, Hubli area, she's quite well known, but not so well known outside Karnataka. Please watch. Umabai Kundapur was the founder of the Bhagini Mandal and the leader of women's wing of Hindustani Seva Dal. She was also the head of the Karnataka branch of Kasturba Trust. Umabai was born in Mangalore as Bhavani Golikeri to parents Golikeri Krishna Rao and Jungabai in 1892. She had 4 brothers. They were early migrants to Mumbai, then an upcoming metropolis of international importance. She was married at the age of 13 to Sanjeev Rao Kundapur. Her father-in-law Anand Rao Kundapur was a reformist and staunch believer in upliftment of women. Under his encouragement, Umabai continued education after marriage and passed the matriculation examination. Thereafter, she helped her father-in-law in educating women through Gaund Devi Mahila Samaj at Mumbai. Umabai was drawn towards the freedom struggle and became a volunteer. She started advocating Khadi and wrote and enacted a play called Swadeshi and recruited women volunteers by going from door to door. At the age of 25, she lost her husband who died of tuberculosis. Then they went to Hubli and Anand Rao started the Karnataka Press. In the premises, a school for girls, Tilak Kanya Shara, started and Umabai became in charge. Dr. N.S. Hardikar had started Hindustani Seva Dal. Hubli Dharwad became the hub of Hindustani Seva Dal, and youths from different parts of South India and Maharashtra started coming to Hubli. All national leaders visited Hubli, right under the vigilant eye of the British police. Umabai became the leader of the women's wing of Seva Dal. The All India Congress session in 1924 at Belgaum was an historic event. That was the only time when Gandhi ji presided over the session. It was a big challenge to Dr. Hardikar and Umabai to organize the national event. Umabai recruited more than 150 women volunteers. In 1932, Umabai was jailed for 4 months and kept in Yerawada. News of the death of her old and ailing father-in-law, who was her only emotional support, reached her after a week. Sarojini Naidu, who was also in the same jail, tried her best to console her and advised her to work behind the screen and avoid all visible activities. When she came back after her jail term, Umabai did not withdraw. Her small house became a shelter for all types of freedom fighters, some eagerly sought and hounded by the police. People were imprisoned mindlessly and many were women. When they were released from different prisons, they were helpless. The Tongawala of Hubli invariably brought such women fighters to Umabai's house who provided food, shelter and money for their return journey. The earthquake of Bihar 1934 brought forth fearlessness and perseverance of Umabai forward. Umabai and a batch of volunteers worked day and night in refugee camps. In 1946, Mahatma Gandhi himself appointed her as the agent of the Karnataka branch of Kasturba Trust. It was formed for rural upliftment by training Grama Sevaks in health programs, child welfare and adult education. After Indian independence, she could have easily entered politics and many coveted posts awaited for her because of the national leaders who knew her. But she remained a worker, thorough and thorough. She even refused the Tamrapatra award given to the frontline freedom fighters and also national and state pensions accorded to such people. She lived in a small cottage like home, Anand Smriti, built in memory of her most respected father-in-law. I really salute this lady for her courage and bravery. Thank you.